Alright. Headphones on. So, cracked. Yankee, absolutely brainless. Alright, it's gamer time. Hello everybody, I am the Lolbit Gamer, and welcome back to Fortnite. This is the first time I've recorded in months. I'm sorry. I've just not had the motivation to recently. But I've got it back. It has returned to me. I gotta search pipe wrenches. I gotta do these 4 challenges that suck. And that's the extent of what I have to do before the device activates. Before the season ends. So I'm gonna be dropping in solo and seeing if I can exist. Seeing if I can just get some vibing done, you know? I'm thinking that we land Frenzy this time. Gotta channel the winning vibe just before we drop. Now the plan is land the barn, loot, and then get the heck out, because Frenzy is going to be a death trap with this many people trying to get there. I'm thinking I might go to the gas station. I might go to the tree ring. I could go any number of places. The question is, where's the circle? Nowhere in particular yet. I've noticed that the storm forming does actually count as a circle now, and I feel like it didn't before. Because, like, now you can get trapped out in, like, a half-tick storm when it forms. And that's a thing that can happen to you. Be careful where you exist, because you might not if you're not careful. Alright, you know, that's a Fortnite Battle Royale epic moment. Excellent. Green tack. Perfect. Grace man. Nice, nice. Now, I'm sure that you're all aware of Fortnite. Whether you hated on it for a while, like me, play it with your friends, like me, or record it for YouTube, like me. You're aware of this game. But it doesn't occur to most people that some of us don't actually know what the heck's going on in half the time. And I decided to explain some things. Because I have a lot of dead space where I'm saying nothing and doing nothing but can't edit it out in my content. Basically, we're in here. I dropped down off of a big old bus in the sky. And my goal is to survive to be the last one. Right now, I'm running around and trying to get a bunch of things that will ensure my survival. There's a mythic chest. That's an amazing drop, but surprisingly enough, I already have one from a normal chest. It's really weird to have something like that happen, but it does, in fact, happen. That's a big pot. You see, those are minis. You drink those to get shield. This big pot, you also drink to get shield, but it gives you 50 instead of 25. And you always gotta drink the minis before the big pot, because the minis can only give you up to 50. Alright. So now I'm just running around trying to see if I can get any better stuff. You'd think that I'd have all I need, but you'd be wrong. There's plenty of stuff in this game that don't make a lot of sense. Like the way that some people play it. Green SMG, that's better. Also, please forgive me if I don't call things by their actual name. It's what you might call a tactical name. It's easier to say, or just a thing I'm used to saying at this point. I call an SMG smidge. It's the same thing. It's just I say it different. I don't word good. You know? You know. Now, remember. Every time I open up a... That's an enemy. What we do with them is, something like this. We die, because I'm horrible. It's fine. Happens all the time. You just die. And that's the way this game is, and it sucks and I hate it, but I kinda have to deal with it. 48th. Oh yes, floating swords. Oh, that's a John Wick. When you see one of those, you know you're not gonna win, because there are some of those players in the game. That's just a fact of life. I'm gonna take another drink of my gamer fuel. Perfect synchronization! Yes! Guys, I've achieved perfect sync with this default. I think we're gonna win. And I thank the bus driver first. Alright. Now, there's a trick to dropping, because you can just get off the bus at any time, pretty much. And how you get off it and how you land is very important. Because depending on your drop, you could end up on top of a house, close to getting a chest, or on the ground in the middle of nowhere, with no loot and nothing to defend yourself. Now, that second situation is what we don't want to happen. So I employ trade secret gliding strategies. Mainly, I jump off the battle bus early and glide with my glider a lot. Like you saw me do just a minute ago. Now, usually I'd be playing this game with friends, but given the time that it is, and the fact that if I was playing this game with my friends right now while trying to do these challenges, we'd both hate each other. I'm electing against it. You can hear a player's footsteps. There's someone around here, so I gotta keep my eyes out. And that's how you kill people. But that was a robot. You can tell by the name and the fact that they were just pickaxing a structure all haphazard like. That would appear to be an actual person. They got away this time, but that's fine. You don't need to kill everyone that you see. You just need to make sure that you're the last one alive in the very end. That thing I just opened up, it's called an ammo box. If you open it up, it gives you a small amount of XP and a large amount of ammunition. The ammunition is very important because I need it to fire my guns, but I'm sure you could tell that by the fact that it's ammunition. Sadly, that chest is unopenable. I can't actually get to it to open it. So I have to smash the floor underneath it to get it to loot. So I'm sure you know the basic idea of Fortnite. Be the last one alive out of 100 people and win. But right now, I've got some additional goals. Like, I specifically need to make it at least to the top 10. Which means there can only be, at most, 9 other people alive. And if I achieve that goal, then I'm going to get extra experience. Which I very much need. Now, I'm sure you can understand experience. It's like any other game. You get it, you'll level up. But whereas levels in other games provide some sort of strategic bonus, levels in this game provide you with cosmetics. These cosmetics are very important to me, so I care about them a lot, but some other people don't. And that's fine. You don't need to care about the cosmetics in this game. It's just what I do. Now, you might see me leaving a lot of things behind. This is because of what we call the rarity system. You see, that's a person. I gotta shoot at him. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done it. What I should have done is just kept walking and not shot at that person. But I'm horrible and a failure, so I shot at him. And now I'm dead. That was completely avoidable. Now, every round, before we actually get in the battle box, we're at this place called Spawner. It's a small place that's not on the map, and contains all of the players before we actually get into that battle box up there. Now, when I'm here, I like to do an emote, which basically, I press B on my keyboard. It might not be B for you, but it's B for me, because I said it'd be B. And then I hit 1 on my keyboard. And that activates my signature dab, but a lot. More than once. This is what we call the infinite dab emote. And I gotta do it. It's the equivalent of me powering up. It doesn't actually do anything that affects the game. But I do it. Call it superstitious if you want, but it helps me. Right, now we're gonna try landing somewhere else, since going to Frenzy Farm hasn't gone well for me. I'm going to go to Dirty Docks. Now, Dirty Docks is the location in the game with the most chests. But almost no one goes there. And there's a reason for this. It's at the very edge of the map. Now, there's something that you're probably aware of. The storm. Every match, I told you about it earlier, there's circles that close in. If you're outside of these circles when they close in, then a purple storm comes, and it basically consumes you. Now, this can be a problem sometimes if you go somewhere that's too far into the storm. And the storm is unavoidable. You never know when or where it will form, but it will always form, no matter what. A bot player just landed. I should probably shoot them, but I'm not going to yet. Now, some of my actions may not make a lot of sense, but trust me, I'm an almost professional. I've been playing this game for a very long time. There's usually a boat here, and there's not right now, which means that someone came and broke it. It's probably that bot we saw earlier. No. I'm going to take that big potion, but not drink it yet, because there might be mints somewhere. You can tell the player is a bot because they shot at me and then turned around. No, when I say a player is a bot, sometimes I mean they're bad at the game, and sometimes I mean they're an actual robot. Usually it's easy to tell, but some people need that distinction to be made in the first place to understand, and I can understand why. That player is a bot. You can tell because of the way that they're looking at me without shooting. And their name is also a good giveaway. After you kill them, their name pops up at the bottom of the screen. Their name was TankBro85. You can tell they're not a real player, because no one would make a name like that. The perfect application. This is also a bot. Seeing 3 bots in a row is an uncommon occurrence. It's entirely possible that I may have lost too many games in a row, and I'm now on a lobby full of bots. This happens sometimes, because Fortnite wants its players to feel good, so they keep playing. So if you lose so many times in a row, then you'll get a lobby full of bots, so that you can kill everyone, win, and feel good about yourself. So you keep playing. It's a good strategy. I'm still playing this game, even though I absolutely despise it. Now last round, before I was so rudely interrupted by a player that was minding his own business and doing nothing wrong, I was trying to explain the rarity system. You'll notice I leave some guns behind, but take others. This is because of the rarity system. Depending on what color the gun is, it will be better, do more damage, have a faster fire rate, etc. Basically, gray is the worst, then green is slightly better, then blue is better than green, then purple is better than blue, and then gold is the best. Except, there are also what we call mythic rarity weapons. These weapons are yellow, and they are almost always absolutely crazy. If you pick up a mythic weapon, then you will almost definitely win, because they're so good. But mythic weapons can only be obtained in 6 places on the map, and to get them, you have to kill NPCs, called bosses. I'm sure you understand the concept of NPC and boss. Basically, it's another robot that's made slightly better than the others and has a lot of shield. More shield, in fact, than a normal player can actually get. There's also definitely a bot. Now, as you can see, there's no more loot in this location, so I'm going to move on. Over there, in that mountain with a hole in it, is a place called the Grotto. This is one of the places where you can get one of the mythic weapons. So I'm going to go and see if I can't get it. But first, let me get the very last of the loot in this location. It may seem pointless to open up every chest you see. You only really get a little bit of experience and maybe a nice green or blue weapon. But there's always a chance that you could get one that's green, that's purple, or even gold. So open up every chest that you see and you won't be disappointed. I'm going to drink this big pot now because I need space in my inventory. I only have 5 spaces. I did that because I needed this. A tactical shotgun. I was traveling without a shotgun until just a minute ago when I picked this one up. And a shotgun is basically necessary to play this game. Because it does this. You see how much damage it did? Now, another important thing. If you look at a gun, you see stars, which tells you the rarity if you're colorblind. And it also tells you a number with a little symbol. This is the number of ammunition it has left in it. So, like, that shotgun I left behind had 4 ammunition in it. This one has 8, which means this one is the one I should take, because it's got more ammunition in it. This isn't the maximum amount of ammunition it can have. It's just the amount of ammunition it has now. Now this is a location that we call the Grotto. Here, there are many robots that aren't meant to be like players. They're meant to be different. I shot one of them just a second ago. The gentleman that looks like I look like now, that was standing right here. This object in front of me is what we call a special chest. We call it a special chest because it has special loot inside. That gun and that gun are both unobtainable outside of killing the guys that look like I do now. And sorry. Outside of killing these guys and opening those chests, there's no other way to get particular weapons. That guy up there with the crown above his head, that's Brutus. That's the guy I need to kill. Because he has the mythic weapon. Killing him isn't actually that difficult. You just do one of those. Then I do this, and yeah. And throw him away. Get that. Now I'll drop this for that, because this keycard that I'm holding right now allows me to open the vault. A vault is exactly what it sounds like. It's a large metal object which contains extraordinary loot. It's got many special chests without the secret locks in them. And also, the blue box you saw me open in the center, which is what we call a loot drop. That's a gold gun. It's very good. Now you'll see there are plenty of purple weapons on the ground here, but it's very important that I keep my shotgun, so I can't take any of them now. This is a porta potty with an exit symbol on it. If you go through it, it's secretly portal. I bet you weren't expecting that. It leads me away into the middle of nowhere. I am now very well set to win this game. And I made it to top 10. That's a player-built structure. The kind of green-looking metal. If you see one of those, it means a player has been here. Be careful, they might still be in the structure. It's hard to tell. That's a mountain. I'm sure you can tell by the way it is. It's very important that I get to the top of it, because having natural high ground is important. You can hear gunshots around me. It's because there are players or robots around. Now, there's one item in my inventory that may not have a lot of use right now. It's this one, the Band-Aid cannon. It takes up 2 slots, and I haven't used it to shoot anything yet. That's because it's a healing item. It has 5 charges that recharge after they're used, and they heal me for 15 health each. 15 may not seem like a lot, but it is. Trust me. If you hit M, you can see the map, and on the map you can see the circle. Right now I'm being very careful, because I'm in the top 6 people. And if I survive to be the last one, I win. If you hit tab, you can see your inventory. This shows the amount of materials, traps, ammunition, and guns that you have. Traps are special items that can be placed down and allow you to do certain things. Right now, the only traps in the game are launch pads. Launch pads allow you to jump a great distance and redeploy your glider, something that you can't normally do. And other things that you can place down are what we call structures. If I place my designated building numbers of 7, 8, 9, or 10, I can build structures. These structures soak enemy damage and allow me to get higher off the ground artificially. I don't usually build because it's not necessary most of the time and I'm bad at it. But some people build a lot. And it's perfectly fine to play this game either way. Oh, I got 3 5s on my heads-up display on the top right. That means there are 5 people left. I've killed 5 people, and my team has killed 5 people. I'm not on a team right now, so that third number doesn't mean a lot. But if we were playing with other people, like my good friends Nitro Nebula or Toxic Waste 131, then that number would be a lot more important. Because it tallies how many people on your team how many people your team has killed, not just yourself. Right now I'm doing what's called crouch walking. I press control to get low to the ground so that less people see me. And now I'm walking at the same time. This makes it so that less people will see me, but I can still get around. This is a bush. If you get inside of it, then people can't see you. You're more or less safe. But that bush was not in the circle. This is a bridge. You can get underneath it. If you're underneath a bridge, then you can't get hurt from above, only from the sides. This is a cardboard box. Now no one can see me. If you move your camera around too much, people can hear you inside the box. So you have to remain still. Right now, you can see from the second number on my heads-up display in the top right corner that there are 3 people left. The first number is the time until the storm circle closes. The third number is the amount of kills that I have, and the fourth number, as I established, is the amount of kills that you and your teammates have. Those gunshots mean that someone has likely seen someone else. That person has a sniper, and they can build. This may not end well. That person may win this match. In fact, they probably will. They have a grappler, which is a mythic item. If they have that, then they likely have the mythic item that comes with it. Sky's Assault Rifle. It's one of the most powerful items in the game, even compared to the other 5 mythic weapons. I don't think the other player knows I'm in politics. That player accidentally killed themselves. They deserved it. They were grappling on the rockets. I infinite dab whenever I win, too. Now I'm going to return to the lobby. Excuse me. There are 4 hours, 24 minutes, and 55 seconds until the end of Season 2. Not really, that's just the time until the event. The season won't end for another 1 day, 17 hours, and 19 minutes. I need to place top 10 after landing Frenzy Farm 2 more times, and place top 10 after landing Dirty Docks 8 more times. I have to finalize my affairs. It's almost time. I think I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see you dudes in the next video. Bye, everyone!